are here in the league in itself, and I am going to be joined by none other than Fire. Please cue Fire in. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Fire.
Hey, what's up, guys? So today is going to be a very special day, Priest. I can't wait to, see how the teams are going to perform. We were talking about it before the match started. We can't believe that some of these teams are sitting down in the same lobby, man. I mean, just probably walk us through some of these teams and how crazy it's going to be. Oh my goodness, things just turning around when it looked like for 1 second the boys from Dream Team were on the back foot in that particular fight. We're going to get taken out by the boys from 21 Century. It just turned around, and we said it before the fight even started that the boys from 21 Century have a lot of work to do to be able to break down that position. Maybe they should have rotated all the way from the other bridge and found themselves into the zone with an easier route, but they chose to go in for that fight against the boys from Dream Team who were waiting for them. But now you can see Rowie is still putting up a fight. He does get another knock, and he does now have only 2 guys to contend with. And Priest, it's all down to really small matches as the nade is coming into his position, and that will be the end.
They do have everything working in their favor, and all they have to do is keep the numbers up. Spotted, couple of shots again sent towards the guys from Free Esports by Apex. That's a beautiful spray, and finally they've been sent back into the lobby.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What? 15.
Oh, look at that from the star boy, from the Starlight, getting a whole lot of kills right there as he does send out the boys from Free Esports. Now turning the sights onto the boys from Active Gaming coming up against Disparage. Active Gaming is not cutting into a lot of action in this particular game, but now might be seeing himself coming up against a team that's got 6 kills to their name. And Disparage is one team that we haven't really spoken about, right? They've just been getting, 1 kill here, 2 kills here, little bits and pieces. But now coming up against the boys from Active Gaming, it does look like they are feeling the hurt right there. But Sheen putting in the work. He does get a knock right there. But at the end of the day, the boys from Active Gaming lose 1 player, but they're able to take out the boys from Disparage. But you could never say never. His blessing is still up. He's still putting up a fight. He's still trying as much as possible to see if he can get those knocks. There's also Kage in this game. They've got themselves split up to try to see if they can get a knock or 2. Nexus, I do believe, is the last one up for. Oh no, Riley's actually is the last one up for the boys from 03, and now it's been taken out. So it's Active Gaming coming up against the boys right there from Apex, and we do know what they're capable of. Blessing trying to make that rotation into that zone. He's down to pretty much what is a 1 HP, and Ness is now trying to send on the nade onto his position. If he can get a nade quite accurately, it might be able to take Blessing out, and that's exactly what he does. And Ness being able to take out that player from Apex, now turning his sights onto Kage. They can seal this game through, if not getting themselves into a lot of action early on in the game, but coming into this final circle, they might be able to grab themselves 8 kills and a winner chicken dinner, and that may just be enough for them. Oh, Invictus in a very tough situation right there as they do find themselves in between 2 teams. There's also 21 Century and as well as the boys from Apex who are currently getting a third party onto this particular position. They're outside the zone. They want to get in as much as possible, but the shots are just coming in left, right, center and trying as much as possible to send them back into the lobby. Penny Boy trying to see if he can get a nade onto one of the boys right there, but a third party coming in from Apex, and this is exactly what they do. They find this little skirmishes and get in those third parties. And you can see they've gotten themselves 4 kills so far doing that. They do have a player Starlight who's been taken down, I do believe, by the boys from 21 Century, who they now turn their sights onto and send down right there with 6-man. 6-man is the guy who you usually expect to be the one leading the charge, now getting sent down. Man, Active Gaming looking for that fight with the boys from Team Apex. They've also got to be careful with that last guy from Disparage, because he's that player who has been hurt so far, looking to see who he can punish right here. But the boys from Apex holding a good position within this compounds. These are the 2 teams that you would definitely be looking forward to grabbing home that winner chicken dinner. And if Apex does take out the boys from Active Gaming currently, as you see on the lobby, you'll be saying, hey, these are the guys who can go on and win it. But it's all down to tiny little margins right here. They are all trying to make that push, but Active Gaming lose 1 player, they lose 2. Kage put it on the onslaught, but Active Gaming win that one. At the end of the day, they've got 2 players down. They might be able to get that revive, but with the zone pushing up, they might be losing 2 of their players. But my goodness, what a fight coming in right there from Active and Apex. It'll be an interesting one to see how that one actually does play out, as the boys from O3 are also lurking around this particular fight. But on the other side, onto the boys from Free, you can see them going on with that, you know, confidence that they had after taking out the boys from Active Gaming. They've got themselves 6 kills in this particular game. They're down to 2 players, and they've got to be careful, as Rumsey is currently down. But Infinity is trying as much as possible to pull onto this fight and seal this game through. It's down to just the one guy. It's just Hawkeye for them to take out of this game, and it will be the end for the boys from Free Esports as they get sent back into the lobby by Infinity. Man, it's a really tough zone for a lot of these teams as they're looking to make those rotations in. The boys from Apex sending on the shots onto Hash right here. As you can see, a lot of damage being done to the Hash soldiers as they're trying to get into that zone. But Starlight is just putting on damage after damage as it takes down 2 of those players right there, and is now moving in to get those confirmations. What a time for the boys from Hash Esports as they were sitting down with a full squad. But right now, they're down to just 2 players. They tried as much as possible to go in for those revive, but it's a tough one as the boys from Apex are putting in the work. But look at that driving coming in right there from Hash 1 as him and Daddy are trying as much as possible to keep them alive in this game. One nade into that position might just turn things around.
Ooh.
Man, what a game, what a turnaround at the end of the day. It is the boys from 21st Century who might be taking this game on, except of course Elias has something to say about that, and also does a squad wipe onto them. He's in a 1v4 situation. We've seen squad wipes happen, but we'll see how this one actually does play out. He does not have the zone, but getting himself into a second spot after almost being taken out by the boys from Free Esports is an amazing one. At least getting themselves a lot of placement points and at least a few kill points to go with. Of TOS, by the way, is still in the game. They've not been taken out early on so far. Now Free Esports is getting into a fight right here as they have one player who's currently been knocked down. The boys from Active are pulling up onto this one as Hope comes in right there, getting the revenge for the last game's elimination and sending the boys from Free Esports out of that game right there. Active Gaming putting in the work so far and getting themselves some extra kills as they're currently sitting down with 5 kills in this one. Now, Team Apex has put in some great performances throughout the entire game so far. They've been able to take things down to a 3v3 situation as they've taken down one of the players right there from 21st Century. So right now it's currently even between these 2 groups. Now, 21st Century are currently sitting with 17 kills to their name, a whole lot of kills to be having in this particular lobby where kills do matter for you. But coming up against the boys from Apex who have been hot throughout the entire day, it is left to see if they can seal this game through. As you can see, the boys from Apex have a little bit of that zone and have got a little bit of that heal advantage to work from them. Starlight pulling up, he gets 1 knock, he turns his sight onto 6-man, takes him down as well. 21st Century are down to the last guy, and it is Apex who sealed the game through on the final day and finally get the winner with a chicken dinner.